Hi guys, welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the most delicious oven roasted potatoes. This recipe is very simple and I'm going to show you what I have. I have my Irish potatoes. I'm going to wash them. Here are my seasonings that I'll be using for this recipe. Also, I have butter that I'll be adding subsequently. So my dear friends, here is my oil. So after washing and cutting my potatoes, I'll just have to add in the oil before adding in the other seasonings. As you can see, I just washed my Irish potatoes very well. Now I'll just have to cut them into the desired sizes that I'll be needing for this recipe. Here are my washed and cut potatoes. My friends, I have my pot of boiling water. I'll just add in some salt and I'll put my potatoes into the hot water. Make sure not to let them cook. It's just for it to just get a bit soft, but not very soft. I mean, you shouldn't cook it at all. So that when you're adding in your seasoning, the seasoning can get into the potatoes so nicely. So I strained my hot water. Now I'm adding in my seasoning, and that's my oil. I'll just have to mix everything so nicely. You can see my potatoes are not mushy. They are still very firm. This is what you want. As you can see, everything is well seasoned. Look at that. It's looking so nice and delicious already. You can use whatever seasonings that are suitable for you, but I have my own specific seasonings that I love using for this recipe. I'll just pour everything into my baking tray. So after pouring into my baking tray, just spread them nicely. At this point, I will add in my butter strips because by the time this potatoes is ready, you will feel that buttery taste in your mouth. And that is what will also make it very crispy from the outside. And the inside will be so nice, moist, and soft. I'm adding in my butter right now. So after adding in my butter, I'll just gently take my baking tray into my oven. Can you see how good our potatoes? Can you see that? So it's now placed into my oven. You can see some of the butter is already melted. That is what we want. Right now, my dear friends, we have to let it roast again for a while and then we'll have to take out everything. This recipe is very simple. It's so time saving. You don't have to spend too much. You can use anything you have in your kitchen to make this recipe the way you want. Wow, our potatoes are all ready. Can you see the outside? It's very, very crispy from the outside. And the inside is so moist and soft. The seasoning, because I parboiled my potatoes, the seasonings went deep into the potatoes and I kept biting through them. Make sure to try this recipe.